to our tent?
Yes, of course. It's one of the better tents with food and also the best coffee I think you have over there. Which is very important because we don't get too much sleep over here.
Yeah. So were you surprised when you first saw us, the Chinese people here, helping with the Ukrainian refugees?
Yes, because I would have thought that it would be more European people over here, and also you hear that China is communistic, and yeah, I think it's quite a risk what you take, and what you're doing is very good, and it's good to see that also Chinese people supporting or not supporting the war and supporting the humanitarian aid. It makes a big difference, and it is a real morale boost.
Yeah, so we, the members of the new federal state of China, we are not from the communist China. We're from the new federal state of China, which is the representation of the new Chinese people who are taking down the Chinese Communist Party.
Yes, but in Holland, I did not even know about such organization, and it's good that we know it because I think we're all human, and most human want the same, and it's like peace and everybody to live in freedom. So I think it's very good, and we should not be, we should not be under politicians who decide what is right and what is wrong. It should be your own feeling which decides what is right and what is wrong.
Yeah. So when you saw the messaging printed on our vest, you immediately know who we are and what we stand for?
It was more from the back side,
Oh.
which says it. Yeah.
Yeah. So as someone from Europe who live in a democratic society, I mean, when you saw the messaging printed on my bag, what comes to your mind?
Well, it made me feel good that there are also people thinking different about different politics systems, and it makes me feel good that there are also people who dare to fight against the system. And I think it's good that we all should stand up and watch each other's back and help each other, because what is happening here, it's really bad. And at this time, it is getting better, but in the beginning it was really terrible, because the first days there were people coming over, walking over the border with terrible frostbite, and there were not so many tents and people helping them. They had to carry all their luggage, and a lot of food was just put at the border, and clothes and water, but they were not able to take it with them because they were already carrying their own stuff. And I think now it's all already getting a whole lot better organized.
Yeah.
And I hope that we still will grow and this movement will go bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
And I think that we are now starting like a little wave, and it will go bigger. And this is a time, it's a crisis time, it's a really bad time, but we can also use it to make something good come out of it. And people should take this moment in time to realize that we are on a wrong path together and that we should change. We throw away much too much food, and we take much too much our freedom for granted. And if we don't watch out for our brothers and sisters, we will lose this fight.
Yeah.
And if we work together, for sure we can make it a better place.
Yeah.
Where everybody has the same freedom and the same rights.
Yeah, absolutely. So if we lose sight of the threat of the Chinese Communist Party, you will lose the freedom, because the Chinese Communist Party has a global ambition to take down the freedom and democracy. Just look at how, the one road, one belt, one road, and how they have been buying out the Western, politicians and big business and media.
China is now one of the biggest investors in a lot of countries, and also Russia will move to the west and China will slowly move to the west as well. And I think that we must invest in our own economics and not be so dependent on the big money from other countries, because we also give away a lot of power with that.
Yeah. So if you take the Chinese Communist Party's money, you give away freedom, you give away sovereignty, you give away liberty, and you give away your power.